Today, we will read a story about a tree house, but before that, let's get familiar with some words first. Sway. To sway means to lean from side to side. In this picture, these trees look like they are swaying back and forth in the wind. Property. Property means what someone owns. If you own a baseball, it is your property. People often call their homes and the land around them their property. Look at this picture. The Kim family owns the property with the blue house. There is a sign on the mailbox that tells you it belongs to them. The fence shows the edge of their property. Next to their property is a park. Arrange. We can see a girl with flowers in this picture. When you arrange things, you put them in a certain order. The girl is arranging the flowers in the vase. Rusty. What do you see in this picture? Yes, a rusty chain. Rust is a reddish-brown coating that forms on some kinds of metal when it gets wet. If something has rust on it, we say it is rusty. Attach. Look at this picture. The paperclip joins the two pieces of paper together. Attach means join or fasten together. Design. A design is a plan of what something is going to look like. When people make designs, they often draw them on paper. This woman is making a design for a house. People also make designs for clothes, cars, and many other kinds of things. Stormy. What is going on in this picture? Yes, a storm. When the weather is bad, windy and rainy or snowy, we say it is stormy. Batteries. What do you see in this picture? Yes, batteries and a flashlight. Batteries make electricity. Flashlights, some radios, and other machines use power from batteries to make them work. Section. A section is a part of a piece of something. Look at the picture. It shows a garden with two sections. Can you tell me what is planted in each section? Yes, they are daffodils and carrots. Raise. What are the children in this picture doing? Yes, they are raising their hands. When you raise something, you lift it up. Next, let's move to today's story. Building a tree house. Jordan and Tiana Cole were looking out the window when they saw a big red truck pull into their driveway. A tall man with a red beard jumped out of the truck and waved. It was Mr. McDonald, or Uncle Mac, as Jordan and Tiana called him. Uncle Mac and Mr. Cole were best friends. Uncle Mac was a builder, so when he found out that the kids wanted a treehouse, he offered to help. Uncle Mac walked into the backyard and found just the right tree on their property. It was a big maple tree. It had good, strong branches that wouldn't sway too much when the wind blew. Next, Uncle Mac thought carefully about what the tree house should look like. He drew up a design. Then he and Mr. Cole went shopping for wood and the other supplies they would need to build the tree house. Jordan and Tiana were excited to start building the treehouse, but the weather turned windy, rainy, and stormy that afternoon. Luckily, the next day was sunny and warm. It was just the right kind of day for working outdoors. When Uncle Mac's truck pulled up, Tiana ran to tell her dad he was here. Jordan helped Uncle Mac carry his tools to the backyard. "Hi, Mac," said Mr. Cole, coming out of the house. "Would you like some coffee?" "No thanks," Uncle Mac answered. "I think we'd better get right to work. There's a lot to get done." Jordan was full of questions. "What kind of tool is this?" he asked, holding up a wrench. "Can I help you measure?" he asked, pulling all the tape out of the tape measure. Then he picked up the end of a wooden board and tried to drag it across the lawn. "What do we do first?" "Whoa, one thing at a time," said Uncle Mac. Uncle Mac arranged all of his tools neatly on the picnic table. One of the most important things to do before you build something is to put everything you need in one place, he explained. It saves time because you don't have to run around and find things. If I run out of batteries for my power drill, for instance, I'll know just where to look." "That makes sense," said Jordan. "Another important thing," Uncle Mac continued, "is to take good care of your tools. If you don't, they'll get rusty. Rusty tools are useless and new ones cost a lot of money." "That happened to my old bike," said Jordan. "I left it out in the rain and the gears got rusty." Jordan pointed to a rusty bike that was leaning against the side of the house. When everything was ready, Uncle Mac said, "Okay, here goes. We're going to build this treehouse in sections, so let's start with the floor." Mr. Cole and Uncle Mac spent most of the day hammering, gluing, sawing, and sanding the wood for the treehouse. Mrs. Cole came out to help too. The three grown-ups said that Jordan and Tiana were excellent helpers. By late afternoon, all the sections, the floor, the walls, and the roof were finished. Several neighbors came over to help raise the sections of the treehouse onto the strong branches of the maple tree. Finally, Uncle Mac attached the last piece, a waving flag. Everyone cheered. Jordan and Tiana scampered up the ladder, gave Uncle Mac a hug, and waved to everybody from their new treehouse. The end.